Hello, today I'll be talking about my top 10 favorite films of 2019. This is in no particular order, but I did try, but it was honestly too tough for me, especially with what would reach my top three. But, anyways, let's go ahead and start off with the first film I'm going to talk about, Avengers Endgame. To me, a satisfying concluding film. I know some people might disagree, but for me, I thought it was a really enjoyable film. I know some people called the first half kind of boring. Well, I don't know about boring, but the word that I saw the most about the first half was that it was slow or too slow. But for me, I was pretty much engaged the whole time throughout the film. I can't recall a moment where I was, I guess, bored. And also, that final battle was pretty good. And yeah, I just really enjoyed Avengers Endgame. But next we have Knives Out, and I'm glad I saw it before 2019 ended, and it was just interesting to see how everything unfolded. And if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Next, we have Spider Man Far From Home. Still tough about which film I like more, Homecoming or Far From Home, especially when you compare the villains, because Michael Keaton's performance as Vulture was really good, and you can also say the same thing with Gyllenhaal's performance as Mysterio. And also, Tom Holland, again, was really good as Spider Man with Far From Home. But yeah, Far From Home, definitely a great addition to the MCU movies. Next, we have Shazam, and with this film, definitely one of the better films that we've gotten lately from DC. And it was just fun and also funny too. But yeah, Shazam, it's just a fun ride and definitely a movie I'd recommend. And if you haven't seen it, of course, check it out. Next, we have Joker, and this movie definitely wowed me. And Joaquin Phoenix's performance as Joker was just mind blowing. Not sure how else to put it, and also really wowing too, etc. However you want to say it, but yeah, Joker was pretty good. Next, we have Zombieland Double Tap. I know some people might disagree with this being in a top 10 just period, but I don't know. I really enjoyed this film. I mean, when you compare it to the first film, sure, it's easy to say, oh, it didn't bring much new in terms of really anything, but and that could be maybe true. That's kind of debatable, but I still really enjoyed Zombieland Double Tap for what it was. And now, sure, there's maybe not as much killing compared to the first one or anything like that, because I do remember seeing that as one of the major critiques of the film, but I still really enjoyed Zombieland too. But next we have Hobbs and Shaw, and I mean, obviously, it's not one of the best films of the Fast and the Furious franchise, but I still really enjoyed it though, and it was just really fun to watch. It was definitely what I expected, and just seeing the bickering between The Rock and Jason Statham was just really entertaining and just fun to watch. But next we have John Wick 3. Definitely one of the better second sequels in like a series, trilogy, whatever. But yeah, I really enjoyed John Wick 3. I really enjoyed the violence, and I'm definitely looking forward to John Wick 4. Next, we have Parasite. This film really wowed me. I mean, did it wow me more than Joker? I'm not sure. I mean, it might the wowness might be equal, but I don't know. I really enjoyed Parasite. Going into it, I knew very little about the plot. I wasn't sure what I was in for. Wasn't sure what to expect. But man, I'm glad I checked it out. And if you haven't seen my review for Parasite, definitely check it out after this video. But finally, we've reached the end, and I'm kind of conflicted between two films as I guess the end of my top 10. It's either Toy Story 4 or Us, and it's a bit of a tough call because I like the films for different reasons. I am leaning more towards maybe Toy Story 4, but I don't know. It's a bit of a tough call. I know some fans weren't happy or satisfied with Us because it wasn't as good as Get Out, but I mean, following a movie like Get Out, that's definitely a tough task for sure. But either way, I still really enjoyed Us. Now, I will admit, it's probably not going to be a film that I'll watch over and over, but for what it was still pretty good, in my opinion. And then when you have Toy Story 4, which I think is a great addition to the Toy Story films, is it the best? Probably not. I still think the first one is the best and my personal favorite. But Toy Story 4 was pretty good, though. But anyways, that's my top 10. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your top 10. Let me know some of your favorite or least favorite films of the year and all that good stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment and a like. Subscribe. Have a nice day and take care.